Hey guys, welcome to my channel. So today I am gonna show you another canvas painting, a very simple painting. Anyone can paint it. You can also paint it. So for that I'm gonna be using just 3 brushes and I'll show you what colors I'm gonna be using as I paint. Okay, so if you are new to my channel, make sure you subscribe to my channel and you get to see the step-by-step painting that I usually do, and also other DIY painting that I usually do here. Alright, so let's start. Let's not waste time. So again, for this I'm gonna be using these 3 brushes. I'm gonna use the flat one. If you don't have this kind of a brush, this is my favorite one, but you can also use a flat brush like that if you want to. Alright, so here I'm gonna start using this flat brush and work on my sky. So like I said, it's gonna be kind of an ocean view with some palm tree, and I'm gonna add my sky on top here and water down here. So let's do that with our basic background first. So here I'm gonna add like a nice sky, and I'm just gonna be using yellow and white paint. Okay, so here I take some white paint and a little bit of yellow. Okay, so let's start applying a very basic simple stroke, which is left to right. So something like this. I'm just going left to right and I'm not blending a lot. It's okay if I still can see the strokes of yellow here and strokes of white here. Just leave it the way it is. The more strokes you have like that, it's gonna be so much better. We don't need to blend a lot. Okay, so here I'm just gonna keep taking a little bit more paint, yellow and white, and I'm just gonna keep adding this paint here on my sky. It's a nice sky with just the 2 colors. It's a very simple stroke. You just have to swipe it from left to right, just like that. There is no right, no wrong. This is your painting. You can make it darker, more darker if you want to, or more lighter if you want to. Okay, so I'm gonna stop right here and I'm gonna clean my brush. If you are new to my channel, make sure you subscribe to my channel again. Alright, so I clean my brush. Make sure you have a paper towel so you can just clean your brushes there. Alright, so now I'm gonna work on my ocean, my water. Okay, so for that I'm gonna use again 2 colors for now, white and blue. Okay, so here I take some white paint and some blue paint. Okay, do you remember how we did the sky? We're doing almost the same thing for also our water. So here I'm just gonna apply left to right strokes, starting from one side of my edge, bringing to all the way to the other side. And remember, there are so many waves on the ocean, right? So you don't need this line straight. So make sure you don't have to get any straight line there. This is a very quick painting I'm going to show you today. That's why I said anyone can paint this painting. I'm going to come all the way down by doing the same thing, applying white, blue. I'm also gonna use one more color here, which is a purple color, because you know how the water is like, it's like a deep blue. So let's do that. Here I'm not gonna clean my brush, we don't have to for this part, and I'm just taking a tiny little purple, just this much, and I'm just using tip of my brush this time, not the whole brush. I'm gonna use my brush this way, like that, and adding a line that looks something like that. So I'm just adding all of this line right now. That's all I'm doing. Okay, so after I add this line, I'm gonna go back using my whole brush and going left to right again and blending with the background color. Okay, so I just apply a little bit purple here. If you like to go back, add some more. You can always do the same thing one more time. Add some line first, just like that, and go back on those lines to blend it all together. Okay, I'm gonna add one more color by doing the same thing, which is a white color, because I really want to add some more white here, and especially center of this water area here. So here again, I'm not cleaning my brush. I'm taking some white, adding just a line like that, just on the center, just like that, and then I'm just gonna apply left to right strokes. So for this part, I'm not taking any paint, I'm just spreading the paint left to right. I'm gonna repeat one more time. This time I'm not taking a lot of paint. Okay, again, left to right. Whenever you think I'm going so fast, the best part about this is you can always pause the video and start again. Alright, so that's all I'm gonna do here, and now I'm gonna clean my brush. Alright, so now I'm gonna add my palm tree. So for that, I'm gonna add a nice trunk over here. And for that, I'm gonna use two colors, yellow and brown. So here I take some yellow and I'm gonna add my trunk, which is right here. So and I'm gonna add the leaves coming down over here. So my trunk is, let's say, starting from here, making a nice big curve like that. Okay, and I know it looks slightly a little bit orangey because I use yellow color, which is very darker yellow. It's not a lighter one. So this is the lighter, this is the darker yellow. I'm using this one. Okay, so after I add this, I'm gonna go back one more time to make it a little bit more thicker. Okay, and then I'm gonna clean my brush, and now I'm gonna grab my small brush, this one right here, and I'm gonna use brown paint. Alright, so I take some brown paint here. So all I'm gonna do is add this kind of a line inside my palm tree. So something like this. I'm just starting from the edge and bringing my line inside, so something like that. Doesn't have to be too perfect. Remember, there is nothing perfect in nature, right? So something like this. I'm also applying this brown paint on the edges, just the inside part of my palm tree for the shadow area. And I'm doing this while my yellow is still wet, so that brown and the yellow blends together with each other. It's a very abstract painting. So here I'm all done with my trunk, and I'm also gonna add actually a little bit more brown over here. Okay, so I'm gonna add some more extra brown over on this area right here, just making a tiny little dabs. Alright, so now let's start adding our leaves. That's the fun part. So for that, I'm still using that same brush. So first I'm gonna clean my brush. Alright, and then I'm gonna add some stamps first. So for that, I'm gonna use green color. So here I take just a plain green. So let's start with the very simple leaves, which is I'm gonna add just right here. So here I'm gonna bring one line from here. So I'm just using tip of my brush for the whole time when I'm adding this stamp, coming almost on my water area also, just like that. Okay, and then I'm just gonna add leaves. Okay, so my leaves gonna be coming down. So let's say maybe I'm gonna start from down here. So I need some more water in my paint, so it's easy to apply my leaves, right? I need to take some more paint. Now I'm gonna move on to my next one, which is just next to that. So I'm starting from here, adding my second one just right there. Okay, I'm gonna repeat four more times, I guess. Okay, so maybe one more over here. So this leaves is coming behind this trunk area, maybe the other side of the tree. I'm adding one more, which is coming from here behind my trunk there. Alright, so here I'm all done with this painting. I'm gonna do one more thing. This is my favorite part. So here I'm gonna clean my brush and I'm gonna go back one more time on my trunk area, right? So here I'm just taking just a brown paint here, and I'm almost like adding some more brown on my trunk like that, just going left to right, making it nice and brown so that I don't see a lot of yellow there. But you still can see some yellow there. It's kind of smudging that paint after I add it, just going left to right on my trunk area. Okay, now I'm gonna clean my brush, and now adding a little bit of yellow, not a lot, just like I did earlier, adding a line that looks something like that with the brown. Now I'm doing the same thing with the yellow, but this time I'm really not adding a lot. Okay, so now I'm gonna add sun. So for that, I'm still using my small brush. I clean my brush, and I'm gonna add some white. Okay, so here I take some white paint, and I'm gonna add my sun that is right here. So here I'm just gonna add like a tiny little circle first. So here I'm just gonna add the line that looks something like that. Here I'm taking a little bit more white. Okay, so here I'm all done. Now I'm gonna let everything dry. I'm gonna go back with some more white in a second. But before I do that, let me show you. I really want to add also some more of the texture right here. So for that, I'm gonna use toothbrush, old toothbrush, and some white paint. Okay, I'm not taking any water here. I'm just using just a white paint, and I'm pulling the bristles back to add some splatters over here. So something like that. Just adding just some of the area. I'm also adding some on this area here, but more over here in the center of our water area. So yep, that's all I'm doing here. Okay, so now I really want to add some kind of a shadow. So for that, I'm using a green color, but slightly darker green this time. If you don't have a darker green, all you have to do is mix green and tiny little black or brown. So again, more green, a little bit black or brown. Okay, I'm gonna mix my two colors, and again, the sun is this way, so for all of my leaves over here, my shadow's gonna be on the right side. So I'm just adding shadows on my right side, just on some of my leaves. I'm not going everywhere with this darker green, just on the right side and just on some of my leaves. Okay, so now I'm gonna repeat the same thing for this side of my leaves, and I'm gonna do the same thing on the left side now. Okay, so now I'm done. Now I'm gonna just clean my brush, and I'm gonna use my finger this time to spread my white a little bit and still make it lighter. Okay, so I'm starting from center and bringing my paint out like that. So as you can see, it's still light. Just like that. Now I'm gonna go back, I dry that area and add some more white. And this time I'm not using a lot of white. I'm using some more water this time and less paint. So here I mix my white and paint, white paint and water together. Okay, so I'm gonna repeat the same thing one more time. Starting from center, bringing my paint out. Okay, so here I'm all done adding my sun. I'm gonna go back and add some more leaves over here. I really don't want it to show too much sun coming off this area, so I'm adding covering just some of the area one more time with leaves. Alright, so here I'm all done, and I also wanted to add some coconut, right? Why not? So let's add that. Here I'm using just a brown paint for the coconut, and I'm just gonna add like a small one over here, just like a tiny one. Okay, one there, and also one over here. So since all of my paint are still wet, that's why my brown is becoming kind of a light brown, and that's okay. I'm adding maybe one more here. Okay, just maybe one more over here. I don't know why, for some reason, whenever I draw a coconut on my palm tree, I always like to add 3 together. And just one more there. Okay, so here I'm all done with my painting, and I hope you guys enjoyed watching this painting with me, and maybe if you paint with me, I hope you guys enjoy painting with me, and I hope it turned out just like mine. Even if it's not, don't worry, because this is a painting for beginners, and if you are very new to painting, the palm tree area, it's still a little bit trickier. So it's like the more you do, you're gonna get so much better. So don't worry about how it's turned out. You just have to keep practicing and keep making more and more painting, not the similar one, but all different kind of painting to get that your hands going that way, the way painters paint usually. I hope that makes sense the way I say it. But again, I hope you guys enjoyed painting with me. Make sure you give a thumbs up to this video if you enjoy, and also if you have any questions, just leave a comment down below and I'll get back to you. Alright, so I'll see you next time for the next video. Bye. Alright, so now I'm gonna take the tape off. This is my favorite part. Don't forget to subscribe to my channel, and thank you for watching. Bye.